Let's go. Welcome to Power Play. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel. Show some support. I appreciate it. I thank you. I love you for that. Let's get to the action. Baby, on that journey again. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
No mercy. My mark. Great. Today's a good day. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. It is gone.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, man.
In the game.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we're a winner matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They'll fake it. Now Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, certainly not the start thing we're looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it.
Big strides, look at him go. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he stopped immediately there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Smith on third and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Now the third team in the last 3 years. You remember Denver to Pittsburgh and now here in New York. He showed flashes of the vintage rush throughout the year in 2024 with the Steelers. Now he's looking to sustain those flashes for his new team in the Big Apple.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now it's Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson. Open man That's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll go again with Tracy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Of 34 yards.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and
like
a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Geno out of throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. That's to Bash over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Raiders.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Short throw caught by Bowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Malcolm Kuntz. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now Geno. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Geno going to hand it to Genty. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw is Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the Halftime Report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Wilson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, here's where bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Tracy. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gano's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Genty. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw is Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now first and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Smith. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on second and long. Smith being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down. Back to throw, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Carlson able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New York set to take the field. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Smith now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Genty is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Brought down back at the 6-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here we go. Wilson and the Giants down 13-6. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Wilson. Connects with Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
Wilson to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got this complete to Robinson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone will be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Giants, first down.
He's back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now it's Tracy. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down. At the 20.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Gino. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need as they work on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Wilson. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They are in field goal range. 3 points now would win it. Here's 2nd down. On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Wilson. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Giants win the football game. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.
What can I say, man? Defense wins championships. It was a defensive game. I'm happy you tuned in. I appreciate it. The love you guys are showing. Without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But I also like you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And without that, it would be no channel, baby. Thanks for the support. And like always, stay tuned for more.